I do not get this story, no matter what. I like to do a story coherently and understand why he was killed and what was, who was behind it. And they just don't know. The problem is now there's an Apple Watch, and apparently the slaying recorded it. It sounds like, according to this. So the Turkish officials have an audio recording of the alleged killing of writer and activist. I think his name is either Jamal or Hamal. I don't really know how to pronounce it. And I certainly don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like Khashoggi. And what happened was the assertion by the pro-government Sabah newspaper, through which Turkish security officials leaked the information on the case. They're putting pressure on the Saudi Arabia to explain what happened. So he wrote things that were critical of the Saudi prince, and he vanished after going into the consulate on October 2nd. The kingdom maintained the allegations are baseless. And this is also the date of his 60th birthday. But what happened was, according to this down here, of course they were praying he wasn't killed, but it's looking more and more like he's definitely been killed. And what happened is now they have the recordings, and he gave his watch he handed his phones to his fiancée before entering the consulate. So then they say the newspaper alleged that Saudi officials tried to delete the recordings, even using his finger in the attempt, like some things only can be accessed by a fingerprint. And so Apple Watches do not have a fingerprint ID unlock function that's included on iPhones. So this is going to be very, very damning when this breaks, if his watch got a copy of the slaying. And I still can't understand why, because they knew that this was going to cause all kinds of a problem with the United States and relations around the world. But it's hard to understand the whole story. And I have looked at several articles, but nobody's saying why or who did it, or whatever. But apparently now, if they're saying they have the Apple recordings of a slaying, it pretty much means that he's gone. And President Trump has been very upset and said there's going to be some consequences if they did this to him. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And again, no clue why